Comic-Con has begun, and we're not going to talk about it.
That being said, Channing Tatum is casted as the young Han Solo in the Chris Miller movie, whatever it is.
And the Warcraft movie has a new teaser trailer, but get this. That's not like any other trailer you've seen before. It's in the virtual space.
Today is Friday. Oh my gosh. I went through puberty right here on the air. But what I was trying to
You're
say...
a man. I saw you grow.
Thank you. What I was trying to say is that it is Friday, July 10th, 2015.
It is Comic-Con. We are in the hot zone.
Oh, I guess we're getting right into movie news then. Who cares who we are or what this is?
I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for joining me. I'm here with my co-host, Eric Striffler.
That's
and
right.
Michael J. Peterson.
I'm not even a host.
Nope.
You're a constant. You're a guest very frequently.
What do you think J stands for, by the way?
John.
Judaism.
Michael Judaism.
Judaism Maximus Peterson.
Wait a minute. MJMP.
Yeah.
Michael JMP.
Michael Jordan Peterson.
You're definitely a banker now. Michael
course
Jordan
I-
Peterson.
That's what my name would be.
Oh no.
So,
You know, when I was a kid, when I heard my bus driver's name was Michael, I was so young, I was like, that's my name.
you told me. You were like, that can't be.
That can't be.
Can't be.
And you murdered him.
Yeah.
Your first kill.
I took over his bus drive.
Comic-Con.
So, yeah, listen, we are in the hotness of Comic-Con.
Yeah, and we record on Thursdays, so Comic-Con hasn't even begun by the time we're starting. We have nothing to say about Comic-Con, unfortunately, but
We do.
have some predictions.
We do.
It's
I got lots
And
of
we will
predictions.
talk about Comic-Con, obviously, next week.
Speaking of hot things at Comic-Con, I hear that they're keeping what is it? What do they call like the
show floor.
floor? They're
Yeah.
keeping it like 120 degrees.
Is that the hot rumor?
Yeah, that's the hot tip I got.
All right, well, you know what? We got predictions. What hot tip do you have? You have a hot
Apparently,
tip?
yeah.
It's got to be a hot tip.
How many hot?
All right,
comic
yeah,
books we
that's
got?
fine. Apparently, Miss Marvel has been cast, and they're going to
I
announce
really
it.
thought he was going to understand that we were going to go with the heat joke.
Yeah.
Nope, he didn't.
No.
I gave him a look.
He could have
Nope.
said
Sorry.
that Miss Marvel
Is hot.
I was going to
For
say
teacher.
the hot rumor is that she's been cast. Marvel is going to make a surprise showing. They're going to
Cast.
announce her. It's actually Bette Midler.
Who's that?
Oh, wait, what? Really?
What? Who's that?
Who's
Bette
Bette
Midler.
I mean, like I can't put names to faces. I'm bad at it.
Dude,
That's
think Betty White, but less.
yeah, a lesser
Like
Betty
how
White.
like 10 Bettys.
Wait, isn't
like,
she in Hocus
not even-
Pocus? Isn't that who I'm thinking of?
Was
Or
that
who am I
Bette
thinking
Midler?
of? Milder?
or was that?
No, you're
how
thinking
old
of
wait,
X-Files,
wait,
dude.
who's
You're
Mary
thinking of the
Tyler?
X-Files.
Wait, who's Mary Tyler Moore?
Mary Tyler Moore is a man, baby.
So,
about that.
also, I'm trying to think of
this is
other.
in place of Comic-Con news.
I think we are going to see a little bit of Star Wars, even though, they say it's not going to be there, but I think we're going to see
They
a little
said
Star
the
Wars.
trailer.
They said the trailer won't be. There's going to be a behind-the-scenes thing.
Right, like, we
Uh,
have the new action figures and stuff, but
They're gonna talk about. Oh, I'm sorry, Jake.
No, it's fine. They're probably
Jake's wiping up a
well, like
tear.
I think we're gonna see like on the show floor, like the show floor, they're gonna have display cases of Batman's costume and Superman's costume. I think we're gonna get Emperor. We're gonna get Sidious's
The Emperor's New Groove.
skeleton.
The Emperor.
Yeah,
You
that's
think?
gonna be like the featured item on the show floor.
That's
I
pretty
think
cool.
so. I hope
Sidious's
so.
skeleton.
Why not? Sidious.
Now,
Yeah.
here's probably the weirdest. Now, as you can hear, we obviously have some weird rumors coming out of Comic-Con.
yeah.
right? Probably the weirdest one. That I think is going to happen for sure. Marissa Tomei is Aunt May.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, wait. Did we just dip out of fake news and into real news that sounds like fake news?
We're in a.
What just happened?
Possibly. That was probably a segue for the ages.
That was
We
a segue.
accepted
I could have
ourselves.
said
Yeah.
Aunt May, Tomei, Marissa Aunt May, Marissa
Tomatoes.
Tomei. Seriously, we got a little Spider-Man news. What's up with this? Is this for real?
This is
it's-
like the-
Looks like it's for real.
It's
There's
the
like
in talks.
Tons. No, tons. If you just type in Marissa Tomei into Google, there's just multiple websites.
I do
saying,
that all the
like,
time. I haven't.
I do
seen-
too,
Yeah.
honestly. Like,
Marissa Tomei is insanely attractive. How old is she now? 70, 80?
no, she's like 40, 50?
Way not old enough to be Aunt May in my mind. Again,
Well,
Aunt May
they're
just
going
in
with
my
probably
mind.
almost 50.
Spider-Man and Ultimate and.
All
And he's
right.
got a younger aunt in that.
Yeah.
That being said, that's not my Aunt May.
No, this is
How old
Obama's
is
Aunt
Miss
May.
Marissa Tomei?
I want to.
How old is Miss Marissa Tomei?
I want to see the sexual tension.
How old is Marissa Tomei?
Can you imagine the sexual tension between Peter Parker and his aunt?
I can imagine it between me and Peter Parker and his aunt. How old is she?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Siri couldn't tell you, huh?
no,
You didn't
she
ask her
fucking-
Apple Watch.
Okay, she's 50.
She's 50. All right. So I said
but
70.
she doesn't look 50.
No,
I
she
mean,
doesn't. She looks
come
incredible.
on.
In the Wrestler, you get to see her naked.
Good.
Yeah, I
You
gotta
see,
say-
at almost all of her movies, you get to see her
She's the
naked.
girl of my dreams. Like she is like absolutely like
That's a woman.
more
mind you.
specifically her in like just in My Cousin Vinny, and that's it. There's a reason my girlfriend looks like her, kind of. I chose that on purpose.
Do you envision yourself as Joe Pesci?
No, unless when he's killing people, because that's cool.
Or when he's locking kids up in basements.
It's cool. It's cool as hell.
Oh man, that would be pretty spooky. It might even give me.
Speaking of
what?
no, go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
what?
No, go ahead. I was gonna say.
No.
Speaking of Comic-Con, they're gonna have Home Alone toys. They showed up. They announced a lot of Home Alone.
That
action
last
figures.
thing before Jake spoke could give me goosebumps.
Way to bring it back around. That was good. Just right around me.
Now, can you guess what news we're going to talk about?
Yeah, we're gonna talk
A whole
about.
bunch of news on
Goosebumps.
The Goosebumps trailer. We got the trailer for Goosebumps, starring Jack Black
Yeah.
and a boy and a girl and a bunch of monsters.
Yeah, gotta say.
Right, ready? All right, how about one word review on 3? Ready?
Wait,
I'm going to go.
I hate when you do this.
Well, just think for a
Get-
second.
get a
I'm
word
gonna go.
ready.
I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and then we say the word. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Cool. I think it looks cool.
I think it looks
like
all right.
fun.
Doesn't look as good as I thought it would be.
Really?
It doesn't.
I knew it was gonna be like one of those. Like it looks kind of so bad that it's good and it's fun.
It doesn't look like there's any plot. I mean, it's just like run away from all the monsters.
You know what it looks? It looks like fucking. What was the movie with?
Jumanji.
No, with
Oh.
It's
Jay
Jumanji.
Baruchel when he was like a magician boy to Nicolas Cage. What was
The
that?
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah, it looks just like that. It looks like
He
the
was a
sequel.
magician boy.
It looks like the sequel to that.
As a grown man.
yeah.
There were some things in the trailer that like caught my eye and made me go, "Ooh, that's gonna be good."
Yeah.
They didn't show it in the trailer, but I guarantee you, it's like when they find all the books, where they find it
In
the
his house.
basement. In the
Oh!
basement.
Oh,
Stay out of the
Stay out of the
basement!
basement.
Be like, stay out of the
But
basement.
here's the
Yeah.
problem that's going to make you sad, is it has no relation to the TV show. Like, everyone's
That's
like,
okay.
where's the theme song? And I'm like,
that's
you're not going to
fine.
hear that
That's
fucking
fine.
theme
Yeah,
song.
I'm okay with
Well,
that.
I mean,
if it's the
okay.
books are almost the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
All right, I
books
hope
are
they
great.
use that. That'd be kind of cool.
It's funny though. In the
If
trailer,
there's references, I'll shit.
I
yeah.
was disappointed in the trailer just because on the poster it's just Jack Black's name. That's it. Fuck those kids.
Oh, and he
the
seems to be, like, half in
the
it.
trailer is just all those kids who I don't care about.
See, that's really funny because when the trailer first started, before it got to anything even remotely R.L. Steiny, I was
like, what is
I,
this?
No, I was like, holy fuck, these two chemistry up the wazoo, and I fucking love it. I
Yeah.
want to see this boy and this girl together
Good.
on the big screen.
You think there's an R.L. Steiny feel on this movie?
Not at all.
Not in.
Not at
well,
all.
but okay, but what are you relating
It's a
that to? Are
trailer,
you relating
though.
it to Goosebumps?
Just like a general, like it's like yes, it's fun, but there's like a little bit of a pervading
Well,
sense of spookiness.
because what
There's
they're
Right, but
not.
we do know that it's for kids, obviously,
Yeah,
right?
it's
We've
obviously
right, we've
for
always
kids.
known that.
Not even fun spooky, like Halloween spooky, like woo, commercial spooky.
But it's like with the Goosebumps books, it was never like a big. We got to run away from the big monster thing. That's just like destroying all the buildings. And
It's always more
The
just like,
fucking yeah, that big bug monster did that in that book.
if you finish that book, it was all a twist and it wasn't all real. It wasn't real.
Well,
typical
but
RL.
that's
Typical
so.
RL.
Imagine that book opens up and nothing comes out because in the end it wasn't
They
real.
were actually the main character was actually a robot. At the end, she's like, "Daddy, what's going on?" It's like, "Oh, you're a robot, honey. Now I'm gonna turn you off." That was it.
In the movie, it's canon that R.L. Stein's like full name is actually Real Life Stein, and that's why his
No.
books come to real life.
real life Stein.
I love it. I
And
hope that's true.
I hope it's true.
All
too.
I know is it looks. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look.
It doesn't look
Oh, it doesn't
awful.
look offensive.
No.
I was gonna say it. Actually, that's funny. I was gonna say the opposite in the sense of it doesn't look as good as I was hoping for necessarily.
Exactly.
But it does look like fun, and
Yeah,
now
I
that
knew
I
it was
get what
gonna
it
be
is,
fun.
I'm looking forward to seeing. This is a movie I would see in 3D
Yeah, why not?
because it's gonna be like ridiculous
Yeah,
and over
yeah,
the top,
yeah.
as opposed to like a movie that's trying to pass as like a real movie. This is not.
I just remember like one teeny tiny little detail they put into it that made me like, that's really cool. Was at the very end when the gnome's eyes go like. Tuk,
Oh, that was
yeah,
great.
Good
Yeah, good
animation.
animation.
Yeah.
Not the, like, just
And the sound effect.
sound. It
Yep.
was like, tuk,
Oh,
yep,
and then
that
it's
was
on
it.
Jack Black's face, and then he like hit it, and it explodes.
That
in
was
his
funny.
face
I'm
like a
looking
ceramic.
forward to this. I am looking forward to this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish it was R.L. Stein actually in the movie.
He's got to have a cameo.
I hope. I hope he's like a Stan Lee.
He's gonna be the guy in the top of the Goosebumps mountain with the briefcase. He's like, I gotta go stand on top of a mountain and open my briefcase
He
so,
seems pretty.
so a dog can
he
look
seems
at it.
pretty.
What? Oh yeah, the briefcase. I forgot.
He seems pretty Did you see him tweeting the other day? He's like, "What? There's a Goosebumps movie coming out."
Oh no, he's been tweeting about it for so
I know,
long.
yeah.
Yeah. He
As like a
actually
fan,
he
though.
tweeted. He pissed me off because he said the trailer will be out later today. Came out the next morning. And I was just like, R.L. Stein, what are you fucking
He has
talking
no
about?
fucking idea.
Who's worse, Dan Aykroyd or R.L. Stein?
That would have been so funny if it's like, since he's the main character and he would have no idea the movie is coming out. It's like, they're making a movie about me.
It's not even about my books. It's about
No,
me.
you know what would be really great if it's like an Edward Scissorhands type of thing where in the end it ends with him telling the story as an older person and he's reading the book and it's the real R.L. Stein. And that was me when I was young. And I'm writing.
Be careful what you wish for.
Every
Be-
Halloween.
He just looks into the camera and he says, be careful what you wish for.
Real life Stein coming at you.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Man, the snowman one was really
The
scary.
abominable snowman.
Yeah, that was fucking...
The indubitable snowman.
The indomitable
The
Rex.
ungoogleable snowman.
The ungoogleable Rex.
Googleable.
By Verizon.
Star Wars.
Star Wars!
Ready? Wait, let's do that classic theme song. Star Wars.
Nothing but
Star Wars.
Wars.
Star Wars.
What's the news,
That's
baby?
my favorite cartoon.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
know.
news? Are you serious?
Yeah, I knew this.
Go ahead.
I don't know, because I'm a little, weird about this.
What's the fucking news?
Oh, that first of all, that image is fake. Obviously,
That's totally fake.
All right,
Yeah, but so the news is
Oh wait, can we say what that was? There was an image of different titles for upcoming spin-offs and movies and shit, and it's not real, so don't worry about it. Anyway,
the news is that the Han Solo spin-off movie is legit, and it's being directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the makers of Lego Movie,
21 Jump Street,
and
and more importantly, Clone High. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
I don't
Yeah.
see. I'm confident in them. They're talented. They're
Yeah.
great. They do great work.
Yeah.
But this is also something completely unlike anything they've done before.
And this is also that there's so much at stake for this movie
You
because
could literally ruin one of the
My
greatest
life,
cinematic
because
characters
my
of
life.
all time.
My life is
Because
at
it'll
stake.
be canon. You
Like-
will ruin the character.
yeah, diehard Star Wars fans are praising good old Jesus in heaven that Han Solo didn't show up at all in the prequels.
Yes,
they didn't even
it was
talk
a miracle.
about him.
He
It
could
was
have,
a
and he
miracle.
didn't.
They
Yeah.
could have easily done it.
Oh yeah,
They
had a
almost
little
did.
boy,
They
a little
almost
boy
did.
at
Little boy
Mos
Solo.
Eisley.
They had him written, and then they
I'm just
dropped
throwing
it.
out any term I know.
So now it's this, like you just said before, this is they could really drop the ball on this. But since
Could
it's,
and will.
You know, it'd be really
Think
cool if
so?
it was Dave Franco who plays
Because
him.
just by telling anything that happened in the past of the character is ruining the character
it is
already.
a little weird.
Just leave,
Yeah.
why would you go back and say something? Because it's going to contradict something somewhere. Just
See, I
but then listen, but if you've got to make a movie and you've got to look at the character and say all right, careful, we can't contradict this, can't contradict this. You're writing a research paper.
Uh-huh.
You're not making a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's going to be one scene where he's like, I'm going to sit down in a barn one day and I'm going to shoot first.
Yeah, absolutely. The trailer's going to say
they're gonna be like, so tell me, you
I
ever
never-
shoot first?
well,
And he's like, yep.
the trailer's
Yep,
going to
every
be,
time.
I always shoot first or something like that. There's going to be like
Yeah.
a line for sure.
Now, putting aside my grumpy Star Wars fanness, where I'm like, I don't want a bunch of movies. There is
no,
a lot
don't
of
put it aside. You're among good friends. You're
yeah,
among good company.
but at the same time,
We
there's
agree.
a lot of potential here for exploring that other side of the Star Wars universe. You know, the bowels of Coruscant and Nar Shaddaa, where it's just seedy underbelly criminal space crime stuff, which is really cool. We don't see that in movies a lot.
My
so
dick just shriveled.
really from
Yeah,
that, mine
yeah.
got hard
I
as
heard
a
Nar
rock.
Shaddaa or
Nar
something.
Shaddaa.
Now I'm hard.
I'm trying-
Okay,
I'm Nick
I
Johnson's
misheard you.
Hey, you know what? Space battles.
No, see, that's the thing. It won't be space battles. It'll be punching in space alleyways
So Indiana
and
Jones.
muggings.
But without Han
And
Solo.
criminal crime.
Are there
But without the guy that plays the character.
think there's
Yeah.
space rapists?
Well,
Spapists.
Spapists?
there are actually there's
Spape.
there's space prostitution with Twi'leks. It's
Prostitutes.
rampant. It's there's a lot of stuff in Star Wars.
With what?
Space
Twi'leks,
prostitution.
Twi'leks. I never know how to pronounce it, but they are a race of beings.
They have two vaginas.
You know, they have tentacles. The tentacle people.
Oh.
You know,
You know, Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar.
Wanna-
no,
you-
Jabba likes.
You ever
Jabba
wanna
enjoys
fuck
watching
Jar
them
Jar?
dance.
I am
Yeah.
trying so hard to shoot that Red Bull off the table right now.
with your
Your
telekinesis.
Yes.
Your
But Phil
hatred.
Lord and Chris Miller doing it is very interesting to me because I
Make it
do love
lighter.
them.
That's the thing. I'm like, oh, they're talented. They could do anything.
Can I
They're
just
great.
ask, what fucking actor in their right mind would ever want to play Han Solo?
Well,
That's a
probably
tall
lot.
order.
Right.
Right.
Why
That's
would you ever want to?
yeah.
Well, actors.
Who the fuck
They'll
is
find some
asking
dumb
for that?
chump.
It's a lot of actors who are,
Dave
very.
Franco. What you said just hit me
You
just
just-
now. Yeah.
Dave Franco. Oh, God.
I'm glad that you just caught that. now.
Jesus. What were we going to say?
I don't even know.
Dave Franco.
There's gonna be a scene where he's like being held up, like,
Hey, guys. I don't want any trouble. Yeah. Who's more attractive, me or James? But yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm, You know I'm pumped for this.
Yeah, y'all know my stance on
Well,
this.
did you hear the other news about Rogue One?
And that Darth Vader's gonna be in it?
Yeah.
That's cool. Just
mean-
like if he just shows up for a scene and he's like, "What? They stole the plans," and then that's it. That's great. That's
He's
all I
gonna
want.
look at a computer screen and it's gonna say they stole the plans, and he's be
Or
like,
it would be really fucking good, like because I'm reading Lords of the Sith right now, and some of the stuff they do with Darth Vader, it would be really cool if with Rogue One, it's just like, oh, Darth Vader, did you hear? He could fuck people up in a minute. Yeah, we've never seen him, but apparently he killed like a whole troop. Like, oh shit, is he real? Can he really do those things? That would be so cool. Like, that would be so cool if they did that.
it would
Come
be
on,
cool.
come on.
Reminds me of Jurassic World.
So you're saying it would be cool if there was a conversation in Star Wars
No, I'm
amongst
saying if
two
he-
people
No,
trying to figure
no,
out
no.
whether or not Darth
yeah,
Vader
like I'm just
is
saying if he
real.
exists in the movie more as like this like overarching like impending doom. Like, you know, you don't know, like he's almost like
He's
Batman of
just a-
space.
He's just a guy
where it's
in a
like, is he
suit.
real? I heard he can fucking fly, you know, like
Darth Vader flying?
Well, you heard wrong. You're thinking
He
of
could
Boba
just jump
Fett.
really high.
That's a different movie. I would be impressed if they could make a Star Wars movie without mentioning a single character that already exists.
See, that's also really fucking cool. That's admirable. That would be
Wait,
great.
but they,
what's the other-
no,
oh,
you can't
wait.
mention the Admiral.
That's a trap if you do.
I don't find it at all impressive. Like, hey, look, we're gonna make a movie and we're going to mention a character that's really popular.
That's the thing. I don't
That's
want
not nowhere near impressive in the slightest. It's so boring and lame.
that's
So
the thing.
it's
I think if he
confirmed-
wasn't in it,
It was
but
confirmed
talked
that
about.
that picture is fake because in the
Yes,
fake picture
thank God.
it said Han Solo anthology, and I thought that was an interesting idea.
Well, that's what it is. They're called the anthology films. Star Wars anthology.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
I
Yeah.
thought they were
No,
saying
God
that the
damn it.
Han Solo film
Oh
itself
no,
was an
it would
Three
be
of
part of
them.
one of the anthology films. Yeah.
The Han Solo
Yeah, it's
saga.
just like imagine just 3 random adventures in space and not a full story.
Yeah.
I could fuck with that.
Hey,
I could
speaking of
dip my dick in that.
everything we just talked about,
Mm-hmm.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
we got a lot of
yeah,
cool
a
new
picture
things.
Of
Did we? Oh, what
Not-
did we get?
I mean, just like pictures.
Oh, I didn't know about pictures. What were these pictures?
There's a picture of the Ghostmobile.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Ecto
I did
1.
have that down. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
and a
I thought you meant like set photos.
You know, like proton packs.
Yeah, okay, so actually it is exactly what I was going to talk about,
know,
but I thought you were talking about set
stuff
photos
like
that I
that.
missed. First of all, Neil Casey cast as the villain. That's interesting. He's like
What is
kind
he
of a
been in?
funny guy. I don't even remember.
He's
I
a,
feel like I just,
he-
hear him,
I
like,
just
on
know he's an
podcasts.
SNL writer. That's it.
There you go. I feel like I've heard
That
him on
being said,
podcasts and
that's
shit.
weird and outside the box, and I feel like they might have been like, "Oh, fuck, he'll be good for this thing."
You know what I want to say? It's exactly reminiscent of the villain casting in Men in Black 3.
Inspired.
This is now becoming like the exact same thing as Men in Black 3 in my mind, which I ended up liking.
Men in Black 3
Oh.
wasn't bad.
No, I like the end of it.
wasn't bad.
What is happening right now? Mike and I just said we liked Men in Black 3, and Jake's face just curled into a scream.
I like
was
I like
better than Men in
parts
Black
of it.
2.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
definitely,
I thought the
definitely.
ending made me
Yeah.
cry.
I would say, yeah,
and that
okay.
Pitbull song? No, I'm kidding.
I would say there were moments of goodness in it.
The ending
yeah.
actually made me cry.
Inspired villain underutilized. Hopefully they don't go that route with this. Hopefully
Yeah, I
they
hope
really
not.
take advantage of it.
But yeah, you remember when that guy was jumping on the moon? The fuck, that was a weird movie. But anyway, so we did also get shots of the car. Looks great.
Yeah.
It's a regular
yeah,
car. It's not like super fancy.
I saw a thing
future
going
car.
around of
Ugh.
the hood ornament, and it's apparently
It's Dan
like,
Aykroyd's
No,
severed
it's like
head.
it's like a new Ghost logo, and it looks kind of cool.
Okay, I haven't seen that. I don't think.
I don't-
Is it still the ghost in the cross out? What?
It's like a different animated, like it's like ooh, like he's like ooh, like
It's retarded.
Yeah, it's cool.
They killed a guy.
I don't know if
guy
it's real,
with Down
though.
syndrome.
I don't know
put him in
if
the
it's
box. And then also, more importantly, the most important thing for me is that we got specs for the proton pack. I don't know if you saw this, but Paul Feig took
I
the
saw
Twitter
that.
and he
Breakdown.
posted it, and I thought it was cool as fuck because he was posting it so people could cosplay this week
That's
as the
interesting.
new Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's cool.
pretty cool.
I also, it's like, you know what, you can like say all this stuff about a thing in a movie, but like you gotta back it up. You know, like if you make Avatar, right, and you say like, oh, there's this huge world. We came up with we have the cell breakdown of the DNA in the trees. It's so deep. There's so much lore. But it's like if you don't give a shit about it,
I completely
then
disagree. I don't want to hear about any of that shit.
No.
It's a proton pack. It catches ghosts. You don't need to tell me.
That's
how
what
it works.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't matter. Like if
I don't need to know how it works.
you gotta back it up.
The deepest
I know
lore-
you don't. Do you know how the fucking Ghostbusters things worked? How did they catch those fucking ghosts?
They caught ghost with lasers.
No, like I'm
The
saying
end.
it's easy. I'm saying it's easy to throw.
They didn't cross the streams. They
Okay,
caught the
okay.
ghost.
Like here, perfect example. Like what? Like what if
this
they have
better be
like
a
okay.
fucking example.
Channing Tatum's hover boots in the fucking Jupiter Ascending.
That is
like
the
that's
worst
like if they,
example
No, it's not.
ever.
No, it's not. Listen to me.
Nobody's-
Let
Did
me
they
finish.
explain
Let me
them?
finish. I'm saying if
That is an example of something that does not need to be explained.
I'm saying if they post a specs, it's like a breakdown of the hover boots.
that ruins the movie.
It's
for
like
me.
it's like great, yeah, good job that you did that. Pat yourself on the back, but nobody gives a shit. And the
I
same
agree.
exact thing could happen with Ghostbusters.
Right, I agree. But the only thing that's cool about it is that he did it. Like the reason that they did it was so that people could cosplay and they knew what the components were. I thought that was cool.
It was like fucking flux capacitor. Like, where are you gonna get one of those?
I don't think there's a flux capacitor. No, yeah, he's sending people out. All you gotta do is buy a little ghost chip. He's telling you how to catch a ghost.
micro ghostesser.
I want to see Paul Feig get drunk as fuck and go out there and just start telling people how to catch a ghost for real. Turns out, I was watching last night a thing about a guy that used to work for the government. It's an interview. He used to work for the government. He's talking about how he got his hands on the the extraterrestrial files from the government, and his life has never been the same. And he is open about it, and he breaches his contract all the time so he can warn us.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Warcraft, baby.
Oh,
Great
Virtual
segue.
reality, baby.
reality trailer.
So what the hell's up with this shit?
First, let me say, I don't give a fuck about Warcraft.
Hey, that makes two of us, and it makes me sad that Duncan Jones has been spending all his time
I think this
doing
could be cool.
I've never played them,
Me
ever.
neither, I don't know.
I'm not saying it's bad because I've
These
never...
games have a story?
They have
the
a world.
The story, yeah, it's like they're
And
not
lore.
Yeah, it's not like a story game. It's like it's like a world.
I played World of Warcraft for a while. I played WoW a lot, but I really like the older Warcraft games, like Warcraft 3 and shit. Like the Warcraft games were great, so that's why I'm looking forward to
I
this.
didn't
Just
even know
seeing
that there were games
orcs
before
fighting
World of Warcraft.
knights,
That's-
orcs and
it's-
knights and fighting and
Are they,
killing,
are they called orcs?
and sometimes
Yeah,
wizards.
It's so weird. I
and
always thought that was
sometimes
a thing
giant
that
eagles.
Lord of the Rings made up. Orcs. I always thought that was a name that was made up.
Orc is just like
and sometimes wood elves, and sometimes dark blood elves,
I never knew.
whatever.
and
ever.
sometimes horde and alliance.
God damn it! I wish
Jake,
we
I'm
could talk
gonna
about
slip you
Comic Con.
fucking-
So anyway,
bad.
All right, so a new teaser trailer came out
I
for
want to
it.
talk about Comic Con so bad.
It's
Go.
probably the first. I think it's the first of its kind. YouTube just recently put out a 360 degree feature
Update.
on your phone.
on their app. You
And
got to use
I've been
it.
playing with it nonstop. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
You got to use it on your smartphone and
Yeah,
stuff
if
like
you do
that.
it on like Google Chrome, it's not the same.
Yeah, and you basically
Pick up your
you
monitor.
watch a 360 video and you
wouldn't even
can
work.
move your phone and you can see
All
like,
around you.
Yeah. Probably going to be a lot better once everybody gets their hands on like Oculus
Yeah,
Rift. and
you
shit like
probably
that.
plug into it.
So this teaser trailer is a 360-degree video of you on a bird flying
over Alliance territory. That's fucking so
And-
cool.
Would you have been able to say Alliance territory?
No.
Okay.
it
So
was
thank you,
just-
Jake.
Well, I'm not that good because I don't know I forget what the birds are called, so I'm not that.
Ooh.
I'm not that much of a
Maybe they're
wow
wood
nerd.
elves.
But I think this is potentially going to be like. This is a really cool fucking
Hey,
idea.
man, I think the
really
movie's
hope
gonna
that-
be
Of
cool.
VR stuff.
I really hope all trailers do this.
I'm really
Like,
gunning for this movie. So
You want to be like in the middle of Batman, Superman running at each other? Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd say the only thing I saw almost
I don't think
as cool
movies
as
should
this.
be movies anymore. Actually, I think that's what I want.
I want trailers I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The
I know,
only
I
thing
know.
I saw that I thought was almost as cool as this was when Captain America: Winter Soldier was coming out. They had an app, and if you took a picture of the
Right.
poster, then you'd get an augmented reality, him busting out of the poster, and
That's
it's like
pretty cool.
3D.
Oh, there's been things like that.
Yeah,
since
that
then,
shit's
too.
cool.
That shit is really cool.
But this is really cool, and just I saw like the early show floor photos from Comic-Con, and they have like a huge Warcraft setup with all like the knights' armor and stuff, and it looks like they
Thank
actually
fucking God, they've
put
been,
some
they've
cool
been
work
at
into that.
Comic Con like 4 years in a row.
And I was like, we got concept art. Now they actually
oh my
have
God,
like real
we
stuff.
This movie's almost about ready to shoot. Like, holy shit, Jesus,
they're going with
Duncan.
it.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
finally.
Make source code 2. I'm just kidding. Please don't.
Yo,
Um,
you didn't, yo, what source code?
You want source code 2?
No, no,
Thank
wait,
you.
no, I
So
don't.
that's what I thought. Yeah, it was good. It was cute. Michelle Monaghan can get it, but I mean,
Nah.
so,
Continue.
don't even get me started. That's it for movie news. Unfortunately, once again, this is really like the episode that, like before Comic-Con weekend, like that happens where we record it before Comic-Con. It's always a boring. There's not much to talk about.
We're
so.
gonna review it all.
But the Hall
Yeah,
8 shit
next
is
week will be
dropping
crazy,
right
so-
now. So if you guys are watching,
Yeah,
this,
so follow news websites. But we do have a little bit of TV news. First of all, we got to talk about this because people are so confused.
yeah,
A series of unfortunate events. Talk about an unfortunate event.
Oh wow, yeah, good way to wrap this all up
Good
in a
Lord.
nice little bow.
yeah.
Your
so-
niece is what? What about your
In a
niece?
nice little bow.
Your niece's little bow. What happened to
So-
your niece? Why do you have it?
I think I just had a stroke.
Okay. We got a teaser trailer for the Netflix series, a series of unfortunate events, and I was so excited.
It looked so
It looked
fucking good.
Beautiful.
It was,
And then it turned out to just be fan made.
All right, but
I wouldn't be
here's the
surprised if
thing.
Netflix cancels their show now.
Here's the thing.
Because they're like, oh, fuck. Like, what are we going to
Way
do? That was
better.
so good.
Fuck.
It came out on a YouTube channel that has no other videos on.
Right, named after a character from the books.
That's the thing. I was like, okay.
You say that as if I couldn't have done that just reading the books.
No, I'm just trying to say that's a pretty. Why would somebody take their time? That is a really well done.
It's like
fucking
super budget
People
almost.
are
there's-
fucking weird, man. People do this all the time.
There was real like fucking props and
The
like,
font that they showed, like for like the marketing for the words was gorgeous. The music,
There's CG.
the lighting, everything looked so good.
It could.
But I don't understand the logic of, like, the account has a character's name from the books from a decade ago. Like, what does that do with Netflix? I could have
No,
done
I'm
that.
saying it could be. It could be real.
Why
No,
does that? Why does the
Netflix-
name make it real? Anybody could name it their
I'm
channel a
just-
character from the
Netflix-
books.
All right, so
Netflix actually tweeted.
Netflix said it's
tweeted
not
and they
real.
were like, sorry, it's
Okay,
not
so
real.
imagine you're this person who fucking breaks your spine working tirelessly on this thing like
Yeah.
crazy. So and you don't even have a YouTube account already. This is like somebody who was.
They ended it with Netflix. They're obviously trying to fuck with people. They didn't end it with made by me. They faked a Netflix
But why?
promo.
I don't understand
people
that.
are weird as fuck. I don't know why they do it.
But it was so good, and I honestly, I really.
Yeah, I
think
wish this
Netflix-
person would just own up to it and
I-
make their own.
I really think Netflix is like, oh fuck, like they should just cancel it and start over.
It was
and do
too good
that.
to be true. When it was like the exact outline of Count Olaf from the books. It was
But
too good
now,
to be
like, I
true.
feel like the Netflix show is probably going to be shit. Because,
Yeah,
like,
right.
there's
because
No
this
way
just
it could
ruined
top
it.
that. No
This
way
just
in
fucking
hell
ruined
it
it.
could
You
top that.
fucking
I hate to
dirtbags.
root against them, but
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
I don't know.
Jiminy,
But it's
fuck.
not real. So says Netflix, at least. I'm going by what Netflix said. It's not real.
Hey, whatever.
We'll see. I mean, I certainly wish it was, but we also have a little bit of news about Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Wake
Elektra.
me up,
Wake me up inside.
I can't wake up. Wake me up. You
How
didn't
many
keep
people kill
going.
themselves listening to that
Save
song?
me.
I hope a lot.
Probably.
But
I
we
used
got
to skateboard to that song.
Elektra's coming to Daredevil.
Yeah, cool.
So we got Elektra and the Punisher. This is getting a little.
They set up too many
little
love
full.
interests last season.
Really?
There's only one.
Well, it was
talking
like there
about?
was one, but then it was like also the blonde, like
Karen?
There was like a little
No.
flirty action.
What?
No, it
But then
was-
also, you know,
But that's
he was
real
with
life,
Foggy.
bro.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's great.
But I thought they did that love interest shit perfectly. Did anybody kiss besides, I think maybe did Foggy and Karen kiss as a goof? I forget.
Yeah, they kissed.
well, they got him and Rosario Dawson got down a little bit just
Did
for a
they? I don't
second.
remember.
But I think that was
Okay.
just like, hey, we're attracted
But it was,
to each
yeah,
other.
but then it was just kind of like, all right, we got more shit to do.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
got-
great. And then there was also the Wilson Fisk when he kissed Daredevil.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
very powerful.
Spoilers, Jesus, man,
I know,
spoilers.
I'm sorry. It's in episode 11.
No, Elektra's a good character. She's, you know, like she's his, you know, like that's
She's
like
got size.
synonymous with Daredevil, so that's good.
Cool. All right.
I hope the Punisher just shows up, boom, executes
blasts
her.
her. I hope that it's played by Jennifer Garner. She can try to find another husband. That's right, bitch. I'm calling you out.
You were sitting on that all week, right?
I don't like Jennifer Garner. at
Oh,
all,
I don't
so
like her
good
either.
for Ben.
I don't like her. Yeah.
Good for
I always thought
Ben.
she was.
I
Like,
was upset,
She's
though.
like the lamest fucking. People talk
Person.
shit about Matthew Broderick's wife. For please.
Oh,
Forget
Horseface
about it.
Parker.
At least Ben Affleck never killed somebody driving a car. And then
No, he just
skipped out on
he just
school.
gambles a lot.
He still has time.
You know, I suddenly this past week I had like a weird urge to tell everybody
Did you know
that John Landis is a murderer. I don't know why.
Wait, what did John Landis do?
That
That's
was
the
when he was
Twilight Zone.
completely
Oh,
negligent
Twilight
and he
Zone,
and
that's
he
right.
had 3 people decapitated.
Decapitated, yeah.
Including 2 children. But
Whoa, really? I didn't know.
Oh,
that.
yeah, he was
and the
carrying him
video
on the
is
shoulders.
on the web. It's
Yeah.
all up there. And then he
gotta watch
got
that.
tried for it, and because the internet didn't exist, he got off, and nobody knows about it. But if the internet existed back then, he would be
In
dead.
prison, yeah.
Same thing with Matthew Broderick. We're coming
And
for all of
honestly,
you
Spielberg
guys.
would have been fucked too because Spielberg was the producer of that film, so he should have been on his.
And he
shit
had
as
like
well.
a Spielberg
Spielberg is an
adopted a black,
accomplice to
he
murder,
adopted
dude.
a black child or something, didn't he?
Who?
Wow.
Spielberg.
Good for him.
what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know, I'm
Are you
just
saying
kidding.
that he should be tried for this?
He's gonna direct a movie about
Hey,
his
this
little
is
black boy.
this is how the country is going
You're
now.
saying he got away with it back then because there was no internet? He got away with adopting a black kid?
No,
What
the
are you trying to
internet-
say?
I'm
A
sorry,
Jew and a
Jamal,
black
but
kid?
You need to go home. The internet's out.
Jamal, you picked the most fucking.
The internet's out.
You gotta go.
Not that they were screaming over at the NYSE this week. But that's it for movie and TV news, and also stock exchange news.
Okay.
Let's take a break.
No.
So my big thing I got to plug is we got a Pity Applause Live. Next episode, episode 2 of season 1, is shooting live in New York City on Monday, July 13th. And this one's going to be a packed fucking house. I can't believe
Nice.
the amount of people that say they're coming to this fucking thing.
Wow.
I am so fucking pumped. We've got twists and turns. We've got a fight scene. I'm so excited about this fight scene.
Method Man's gonna show up.
Nope, because I feel like I'm editing a goddamn superhero movie the way I shot this shit. It's insane. It's going to be fun. And genuinely, there is a moment in this episode where you are going to believe in magic.
Do you
Maybe
believe
not,
in
but I
magic?
think we got some cool shit going on that you're gonna really think like, how the fuck did they do that? It's a goddamn magic show, and it's also improv comedy, and I can't wait for you to see it. So please come and see it if you live in New York or nearby on Monday, July 13th. Tickets are available online at pityapplause.com. Goodbye.
I'll go next.
Go, Jake.
I had like a boring, like regular mundane real job that I never told you guys about, and I quit it. I quit it to just do shit like this all the time.
Yeah.
You farmed. You were a corn.
I farmed a ville, actually.
Farmed a village.
So patreon.com/Jake Baldino.
Please.
Please. I did revamp that a little bit, so you could buy your way into hanging out with me and talking to me if you want. I'm just
Sounds
kidding.
hilarious. That's what we have to do.
Yeah. Also, GameRanks, youtube.com/GameRanksTV hit 200,000 subscribers. And I need you guys because you guys actually like me. The people subscribing to this channel are the bigger gaming public. You guys are like the people who like me.
See, this
Yeah.
is what
I'm
I've always
exposed
thought
to
to
bigger-
myself, I might always want to stay under the radar.
Yeah, I'm learning that very quickly because I made
No,
a,
you just enforced it for me.
I made a
then.
stupid
I don't ever
goof
want
video.
this to blow up.
I made a stupid goof video, and the general public hated it. The people who are used to like my kind of humor and stupid antics loved it.
but you're smart enough to not respond or acknowledge it.
Yeah, for the most part.
Are you?
Well, no, I acknowledge it because
Why?
I'm acknowledging it because I'm like, oh man, you know what? I really like the people that do like my stuff. I'm not mad that.
So acknowledge them,
I'm not
bro.
mad at the people who are like, fuck this video. I'm mad that like, oh man, people can't just appreciate dumb shit. Like, just get over yourself.
I agree, obviously,
You know?
but
Well, a lot of them.
wow, that's fascinating. You just became the fucking example.
Well, a large portion of them are probably very young. So.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yes.
you're doing
Silly.
exactly what they want.
Patreon.com/Jake Baldino.
Let's focus on the important thing here.
I'm actually providing
I
life
need to eat.
advice. Yeah,
What?
I'm actually providing life advice. One of the tiers is like, you can have a one-on-one with me, and I'll give you life advice
Good. Can I do that?
if you want.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set one of my tiers to be. I will give
For
you
fears?
Tears for fears.
That's gonna be a new thing of mine.
Rocket in your pocket. 5-finger socket.
I actually changed all the tiers to be
You
different.
lost the point.
Different
somewhere along
levels
the
of
way.
different levels of relatives. That's the new perk tiers. It's like if you give
Grandpa,
me,
grandma.
if you're like a little bit, you're like a cousin.
Who's above, grandpa or grandma?
No, I actually have. I believe it's cousins, cooler older brother,
first.
Okay.
and parents. And then if you give me a lot of money, I'll be your parent.
That's it.
I
the
will
highest perk.
adopt you.
I'll be your dad.
It's $38 or more, and I will literally be your father.
The fact that it's 38 just gives me a fucking like my.
I
just
like
got
weird
chills
numbers.
up my
I
spine.
like weird numbers.
What
give a fuck.
about you, Michael?
Go on YouTube.
Oh,
Type.
I'm with you so far.
All right. Search in one word. Zoo. Floss.
I like that Mike just skips to the search.
I like to picture a
that.
panda going to the dentist. You guys got to get on that.
Yeah, what's the logo for Zoofloss?
It's a Z.
It should really, really, really be a panda sitting in a dentist
Why
chair.
a panda?
I'm gonna make that for you.
Because
He's at a
pandas
zoo.
are at the zoo.
There's not a lot of pandas.
First
in
thing
the
you
zoo.
think of. Wait, ready? Three. We're gonna do 3, 2, 1, and then say it. First thing you think of when you think of the zoo, animal-wise. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Zebra.
Monkey. Wow.
We all said different things.
We all said different animals.
Monkey, lion, zebra.
It really goes to show
It should be like an amalgamation.
amalgamated.
It really goes to show zoos
The
are
zoo
great.
is a diverse
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
I wish life could be more like the zoo.
There's no
All
Confederate
right,
flags there.
think of a race. Think of a race. 3, 2, 1. White.
Let's
Oh,
buy a
I was
zoo.
thinking like a relay race.
What do you
buy a
think? I'm
zoo.
Matt fucking
Matt
Damon.
fucking Affleck?
I'm Matt Damon. You're the lady.
I'm the zoo. Jake is the zoo. We're gonna buy him. Think of a race.
Oh, boy.
All right, go on.
Check out those videos. I do top 10 videos where I basically find stuff and then I count them down.
More importantly, you scream about weird shit in the news.
Yeah.
I like that.
Also, yeah,
That's great.
I do that too.
And it's called.
News Goo.
But what's it really called?
The top 5 funniest stories of the week.
Number 2. Oh my God! All
And
right, we
that's
also
it.
have something to plug. We have a new episode of hashtag Show and Tell up. It's about Apple Music, ex-Ambassador's new album VHS. and Quentin Dupuy's Reality.
I got Apple Music, by the way.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I love it.
Good. There you go. Well, guess what? You can find out what we all thought.
I
of it.
accidentally got charged for Spotify this month still, so oops.
What an asshole.
Make sure you turn yours off, Mike, or you didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Okay, so you're good.
Meh.
Did you turn off your recurring payment thing for Apple Music?
No, I want to.
Oh, you're gonna do it.
You want to
Good.
recur?
Well, I'm the
Yeah, I
only
want
one
to
that was a
recur.
pussy about it,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah,
I turned
what the
it off.
fuck? What's it like to be broke? You
I'm
got to
a
do
bitch.
things like that.
I
huh?
am broke. I this morning I had $13, and I thought that's enough for me to get food for the day, and then Netflix renewed.
Oh,
And I was like,
man.
Well,
Well, I guess I'm watching Orange is the
guess
New
I'm
Black.
not eating today, but no, because it'll make me hungry.
Yeah. Where they cook all the time on that
Orange,
show? Ah.
asshole.
Aren't you glad?
Orange chicken.
Aren't you glad I spent my last dollar on Netflix? No, I think I have enough to get some McDonald's at least if I have to. But we also have, that's up on youtube.com/prettymuchit, of course. We also have a new commentary track available now on prettymuchit.com/shop for Hey Arnold, the movie.
We do actually the whole
Arnold!
song. We do the whole
We
song.
did the whole
on
thing.
The
Oh,
thing.
that
Yeah.
track is glorious if you want to go back in time and revisit Arnold and his scumbag friends.
We have
And meet your
nostalgia.
mom, and then she accidentally
great.
kind of gets attracted to you, and then you got to convince her to love your dad instead.
Remember that episode where Arnold tried to fuck his teacher? Went
Yeah.
over to her
Mr.
house and
Simmons?
she's
Pretty
like,
hot.
No.
No, not
Substitute teacher.
Not
Hello, class.
Hello, ass.
Hello, Arnold.
Hello, Arnold. Just an old Doug. The costume. Seriously, look it up. They're exactly the same.
Especially prettymuchit.com now looks really gorgeous thanks to this guy right
I want to
here.
know where exactly that sentence came from. Especially, what were we talking about that you said?
Especially, like, plugging
prettymuchit.com.
Um,
I agree with you.
Yeah,
on that,
you can
though.
see all the Friday shows. Boom, they're right there. There's
Yep.
like a brick
Boom.
wall. It
Yep.
looks
There's
great.
links to go to the
Stuff.
podcast and shit. I
Yeah,
don't know.
definitely.
But we do have a brand new commentary track up on patreon.com/prettymuchit.
Yeah, what
to find
that
out.
if you're a patron, you can listen now. Yeah, fun fact in case anyone doesn't know, we're doing a weird time warp. Whenever I say this, these guys don't know what it is. We're watching the Taylor Lautner film Tracers.
Which one is this? When he's the one when he
Christ.
runs?
It's the one where
Didn't
he
we watch this one?
No, you think so?
Oh, this is the one I get mixed up with the other one that we did.
We watched one where, yes, he ran around a lot. We're watching another one where he runs around a lot. Hopefully touches a butt again. I had so much fun with that one. That was one of the funnier ones.
Where did he go?
Right.
In that movie?
No, where did he go? Like in general.
I don't know. Making Tracers 2.
He's gonna play
But
Han
you know
Solo.
where you know where I want them to go? Yeah, all of a sudden he's Hispanic. You know where I want them to go? I want them to go to
He's Native
patreon.com/prettymuchit
American.
and give us a helping hand over there. It's funny. One of my friends said the other day I was reading comments on the new episode of Show and Tell or on something. And I was reading comments, and I read a comment out loud that I thought was really, really funny, or they were like laughing about the episode. And my friend was like, "When's that comment from?" And I was like, "Oh, it's from yesterday." And they go, "Oh, so they're enjoying the videos without, and they're not supporting on Patreon, obviously, if they waited till it was live." And I was like, "Yeah, but that's okay,
That is okay.
and I think that's cool."
Whatever you guys
all
want to do, we
cool.
appreciate it
Yeah.
wholeheartedly.
Because for everyone that doesn't want to support, but isn't, or potentially isn't able to support, there are other people supporting that's keeping the show going.
Yeah.
So that's cool. However, that being said, if you enjoy what we do, we'd certainly appreciate the help. Even a buck gets you something. That's what my
Even a
grandpa always used
buck
to say.
gets you some.
I want
Every raspberries.
I want a president to run on that campaign. Even a buck gets you
Even a
something.
buck gets you something. Anything
Fuck.
just like this thing.
Maybe who could the ice cream man could do
Flavor
that.
Flav.
Yeah. But we also like to give away a free shirt from beobscure.com every week, and the way that you can win it is by signing up for our email list. Every Friday, the email will go out,
Ooh,
and
I can't wait to get one.
there will be a link, yes, that you can see how to enter the giveaway.
Can it be a physical newsletter?
No, actually,
get
that'd
it
be
in
really
real
funny if
mail?
we did that. I would love to do that. But so go to
That's illegal.
prettymuchit.com, and you can get to the link to. It's not illegal. What are you talking
That's
about?
totally illegal.
What is illegal?
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
He really
Um,
got us that
ha-
time.
He really fucking got me. Yeah, go to prettymuchit.com. You can see the link to sign up for the email list, and there's the Patreon link there. Everything's there. Love y'all. And that's it for the break. Jake, video gig, please.
Hey, let's talk about the video games.
Bring us.
I got a fun little trivia tidbit for you guys.
Uh-oh.
This came out last week. To its credit, IGN broke this. Apparently, Destiny, when they were making Destiny, they hired David Cross and Brian Posehn to write jokes.
Brian Posehn, as in the villain from Spy School.
Yeah, damn right. They brought them in to write jokes for the ghost character, the little Peter Dinklage bot.
Did they
Yeah.
write the moon thing?
No,
What was that line again?
There's a wizard.
That wizard
He's
goes
from
to the moon, or what, that wizard belongs. To
The line
moon.
wasn't funny. It was a line
It's
reading.
the way
right?
it was
Yeah,
phoned
yeah.
in.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah,
that
but
was everything in that game was phoned in.
Yeah, well, the thing was is that
Isn't Andrew still obsessed?
they wrote a bunch of. Oh yeah, he
I mean,
sucks.
voice acting.
Oh,
was.
okay.
They wrote all the jokes and stuff, and then they said, yeah, they didn't use any of it. They paid us, and then they didn't use any of our
Who
jokes.
said this? Brian Posehn or David Cross?
Both of them. I don't know.
They
were
both
just
got together and talked
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
All right.
If not only
How
would that have
random.
been great, it's like then the game would have had some fucking soul.
character
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
That game is like the most soulless, bland. Like when it comes to like character,
Personality and lore and
it's
everything,
just
yeah.
nothing. It's
Huh.
just like space adventures, guys in armor.
Yeah, I couldn't get it. Like I got into playing it, like with like shooting stuff, but not caring about the world.
The bad guys are literally called like the darkness,
Yeah.
and you
Some
and they're,
some
and they're
silly
bad.
some silly Mr. Show jokes
It's
would have worked perfectly right in there.
Well,
It would have been Peter.
too little, too
Dinklage.
late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Speaking of Peter Dinklage.
Too little, too
Too
late.
late.
Too little.
He needs to
Way
get a
too
stopwatch,
little,
I'll tell you
little
that.
too late. Also, we have this week. This is all Comic-Con stuff. They announced the Doctor Who aspect of Lego Dimensions. This
Wait,
is
who?
Very fun.
Actually, his name isn't Doctor Who.
It
He's referred to as the Doctor. Okay, you know how
Oh,
many
yeah.
times I've been corrected on that in my entire life? Mine God.
Which doctor is it?
It's all of them.
Is he a
Because this is like
pediatrician?
fan service. The game. Every
is he
single
a
Doctor Who is in it.
pediatrician or like a dermatologist?
He's
or?
all kind of.
No, he's like a Doctor Time Lord spaceman who goes in a phone
Well,
booth
no,
to
he has a-
fucking
he has
fight
a magic
garbage
stick.
cans, and he's got a little swizzle stick that he
His swizzle stick
shoots people.
Can do anything. Like it's like Doctor, we're locked in a room. Don't worry, my fucking stick.
Don't
just
worry,
took care of it."
who's gonna help you?
Right.
I will.
Doors unlocked. I did it again with my magic.
So that's
stick.
just another aspect of the seemingly incredible Lego Dimensions,
holy
which
shit. Yeah,
I
how many
think,
characters?
Yeah, that shit is
unfortunately,
insane.
I hope it doesn't flop, but it could because it's just so fucking complex and expensive
It's like
and
Well, they can
weird.
just keep adding things to it too.
Yeah.
They could just, it's amazing. Like I played it at E3 and I really liked it compared to like Skylanders and shit. It like actually makes sense. Like there's design around putting a toy on a fucking thing and putting
yeah,
it
like
in
the
the game.
portal, like the portal one.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing too is that like it'll give you instructions in the game to build something else. So if like you want your Batmobile figure to turn into a
Go
bat,
to the
a
store,
bat cycle,
buy this thing.
it's like rearrange it like this, and then now you built it. Okay, well in the game
Oh,
too,
did you?
we'll make it a Batmobile
Is it
now.
like? But does it actually know, or is it like, hey, you Pikachu, say hi to Pikachu?
Yeah, you gotta
faggot. Hi.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, you
yeah,
say whatever
gotta,
you want
gotta
to
like click
Pikachu.
it. But some of the stuff that it does with arranging the figures on the tape on the platform and into the game, it's so cool. So the fact that they have Doctor Who, they have all the regular Lego stuff. They also have Scooby Doo, Simpsons, Portal, Back to the Future. Like it's just there's so
Scooby-Doo?
much.
Interesting.
So I'm excited for that.
I like it.
But last but not least, we need to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops
Do
3.
we need to?
Why?
We don't need to. Well, the only reason I want to
just
talk
want
about this
to.
is because they announced like the big collector's edition, and it comes with a mini fridge. It comes with a fucking big fridge. You can fucking put your Mountain Dew in.
What?
I don't know. It's funny.
Why?
It said it can hold a 12-pack of cans.
Does it come with a razor to shave your fucking neck beard?
I was gonna say, does it come with a razor so you could fucking
Kill yourself. That too.
I don't know. I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Wow.
Why did you order it?
Video game
No, I
news
didn't.
can't be that dry. That
No,
we-
I'm getting the Metal Gear Solid.
There's no news.
hand.
There's really no news.
Well,
this
no,
week
I
because
mean,
of Comic-Con.
unless you guys
They
want me to
save
talk
it.
about like they announced
Yeah.
a bunch of the Just Cause collector's edition, the Mirror's Edge collector's edition.
No,
It
no,
comes with
this
a
is
statue.
Comic-Con news.
It's like too much shit.
Wait,
yeah.
wait.
Oh, I got a video game news. I heard recently.
I've got a video.
You got a
game
video
news.
game news? Go ahead.
I
Probably
heard
something stupid.
it's probably. I mean, it's like a legitimate rumor right here by a trusted
A legitimate
source.
rumor.
Apparently, Nintendo's next console, like the NX thing, they are not trying to compete with this generation of consoles.
They're trying to compete with the next gen.
No, they're
just doing their own
they're
weird
saying
thing.
that the new Nintendo console won't even be as powerful as like a PlayStation 4.
That doesn't surprise
Doesn't
me.
need to be.
They've never been
Yeah.
about power, and they kind of just go
well,
their own
they
way.
used to be. They had a whole magazine dedicated
Well, I
to
would
it.
say like
Fuck me, Jesus, Eric.
I will correct you because you've all seen it, I believe. The Mario Unreal video, Mario and the Unreal Engine.
yeah. Wait, why are you correcting me?
'Cause how fucking cool? Did
Oh,
that
that's
look?
amazing, yeah.
How fucking cool did that look?
Oh,
That
you're
looks so
saying you
cool.
wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the concept of like Mario running around in like a spooky cave that looks real.
Like
you
there
know,
was
like
the shots of Mario running around like in the mountains with the drop in the little bridge and everything.
Yeah.
That was
That's
like
cool.
Wow.
That's
okay,
cool.
tell me Nintendo doesn't need power after seeing that. Because
I'm not saying that
That looked fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I would be so into Nintendo if all
Yeah.
their games looked like that.
I'll tell you what, Nintendo wouldn't work on water.
No,
Well,
it
see,
wouldn't. I don't
that's the
think
thing.
anything
Like,
would.
I'm not even like graphically. Like, it doesn't have to look realistic, but just the concept of like, if they had a game called Mario Adventures, and he just showed up and he's just running around a cave, a jungle,
Yeah.
frozen land, like stuff like that. Really cool.
It's called Mario Kart 64.
Hey, you
He's
know
not
what?
running, he's driving.
Also, cue all the comments, people. You're pronouncing Mario wrong. It's where I'm from. Okay, you know
See,
what?
this is Jake, always addressing the negative people.
Always. You know what?
Is that it for
can't
video
really
game
do-
news? I mean, again, it's Comic-Con week, so we don't
exactly.
we don't have
There
anything
is
the
going to
week
be more
of.
Battlefront news coming very soon from Comic-Con,
There's going to be
so we can
so
talk about
much
that
movie
next
news.
week.
I can't even imagine. Next week's episode is going to be fucking crazy. I'm so excited.
We got to
So
do.
so
That'll be the
excited.
drunk
Keep
episode.
watching.
Just
Yeah,
Maybe that
let's get
should-
all
wait a minute.
fucked up.
Could it be? It could maybe.
I don't have a real job now, so I can get drunk whenever.
Yo, let's fucking do it. Yeah, last week, the night before you were going to quit your job, you got drunk, didn't you?
I got
Or
a little drunk,
A little
yeah.
drunk. Okay.
I got a little pickly. I
Pickly.
drank pickle juice.
I'm very puckled.
That was last week's poll. What am I?
That was last week's video game news. That was this week's video game news. Now we're going to talk about
Snap
last
back.
I'm
week's
losing
poll.
my fucking mind. Let's talk about the poll. Last week's poll question was: we tried this again.
Adjusting.
I don't like people that aren't American. I don't want you. I don't need you.
We don't need you.
That
And
being
neither does
said-
Donald
What about-
Trump.
That's right. That's why I'm voting Trump.
Voting for Trump.
2016, 2020, 2024,
His third
20
one.
Until the last
28
hair is on his head.
until there is no hair. Yeah, until every hair's on the floor.
Yeah, he's president with like one baby hair.
One
coming
big-
out his head.
Jesus,
Big-
baby Trump.
Big orange hair.
Remember
yes.
the oblongs?
The question was,
Oh my
what did you do for the 4th of July? No foreigners need apply. We had in third place Daniel Wright by Saving My Gracious Queen. That sounds like some foreign shit that
Is
I don't
that
wanna hear
English?
about.
God Save the Queen?
At Dylan James Dorkson.
He's the best.
Starting up the
By the way.
Canadian branch of PMI where all foreigners are accepted and respected. Sounds like a waste of time.
Can I
but
move there?
Do whatever you want.
Could you
No.
guys take me? Can you
Do whatever
pay for
wanna
my
do. It sounds like a
passport?
waste of your time. And finally, in first place, not at Daniel MTZ. I did the house chores for the white master because I'm Mexican. At least one person gets it. At least one person
You need
gets
to have
it.
a clean
Thank you.
house for a good 4th of July.
Thank you. So that was last week's poll question. This week's poll question is: what was your favorite thing out of Comic-Con 2015? Obviously,
Gotta
maybe
wait a little
maybe
bit.
answer this in 2 days. But yeah, what was your favorite thing of Comic-Con 2015? And we'll talk about it next week. We'll probably talk about the poll at the top of the show so we can see what you guys liked when we're talking
Definitely.
about the Comic-Con.
Definitely.
But PMI. At Miller Farrow. What is your favorite restaurant?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a really hard
You
question.
know what?
Well,
I
think
know
about where you
exactly
go on your
what it is.
birthday.
I know exactly what it is. In Orlando, Florida, on the City Walk,
Sizzlers.
a place called
NASCAR?
Cowfish, I believe.
Yo,
Okay.
what? There's a cowfish out in West Hampton that I go to all the time.
so fucking
Dude,
good.
there's a cowfish
Wait,
30
wait,
minutes
hold
from
on.
your home.
Is it really?
He just said
Yeah,
it.
and it's
Wait.
glorious.
All right. Well, that's
Is it like
good
kind of
news.
like a little? is it like a little bohemian, but like a little upper class?
Wait.
All right, well, that's good news. He said that was the funniest thing.
Holy
He's
shit,
Like, all
it's the
right, well,
best
wait a
place
minute. Now
ever.
there's
Wait.
there's a reason for me to live today.
You can sit by the water, have a drink. Have,
Is
like,
that
food.
the same place with like the sushi burgers?
There's no
They don't have
way.
sushi burgers, but they have sushi.
All
It's
right.
like
No
it's like white
fucking
people.
way. It's
It's
the
like
same thing.
there's no
Why
way.
would there be one out in West Hampton, New York,
And then Orlando,
randomly
Florida.
a City Walk at Universal Studios?
It's huge. It's huge.
It's a chain.
I don't.
I don't-
thought
See,
it was
that's what I'm saying. So
I think
what,
it's-
there's one in New York.
I think it's
and one in
completely different.
Florida.
I think
need
it's
to look up
completely
the
different.
logo right now. I just need to look
And
it up.
Jake, you're going to confirm
Yeah,
because
I
this is
think
going to
it's
be the
not.
deciding factor.
I think
if
it's
Mike
separate.
finally ends it.
Cowfish.
Cowfish. What the fuck is a cowfish?
City Walk. I fucking
Shitty
told
walk.
you. That's it. That's it.
Jake, is
That's
that
it. The cowfish.
I can't see it. I can't see the logo.
Sushi burger
Oh,
bar.
the cowfish.
The
No,
cow-
cowfish is in Hampton Bays. It's Hampton Bays, actually. yeah.
Different. Okay.
It's different.
So
Try it.
the cowfish. In
This whole thing has been incredibly funny. Holy
the
shit.
cowfish, I got a jalapeno burger.
I believe
at
it so far.
and it was the best
You
fucking thing
do
I ever
some
had.
crazy fucking mixes of burgers and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's so fucking good.
I really like. I really enjoy J&R Steakhouse over Outback Steakhouse.
Oh,
If you
no.
got to go for a steak, you like Outback better?
You go to Blackstone's. You've been to fancy places.
Oh
though.
yeah, okay.
You
you're
know
right.
real steak.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of. It's a Venn diagram of affordable and delicious.
What about out?
Okay.
Wait, did you said
I said
wait,
Outback. I like J&R's
Australian
better.
one,
I like to
Yeah.
eat like a 1%.
Outback.
G'day, mate.
That's a good one.
Tell
But-
them about what you get though when you get steak. Tell the people.
Filet mignon,
But what do you get with filet mignon?
baked potato.
That tomato action, man. You gotta talk about the tomatoes.
I haven't done that in so long.
I do that now because of you.
Oh, because of me? I
Yeah.
actually forgot. You know what? How appropriate. The first time I ever did that was at Comic-Con. First time I ever went.
Okay.
I went to,
Tell
there's an
'em.
incredible place that serves incredible steak, and I saw Tim Heidecker there, and it was a great night. And the gorgeous girls serving you food. And they gave me tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes with my steak, and I was forever changed, but I forgot about it, and I haven't done it in a while.
Gotta order
And
steak with
guess what?
tomatoes. We're going out.
I think after Netflix, I might have enough. Just enough to get a tomato
Then I
and
have to
pretend I'm eating a steak.
kill a cow.
But yes, so that's my answer, I guess. I really like going to J&R's. But I don't know. I mean, again, that's... All right, you know what? How about this? A restaurant in New York City that has a special place in my heart is it Charles Brenner? Chocolatier?
Max Brenner.
Charles Brenner. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's my buddy Charles Bremer.
Charles
That's why it just
Broccoli.
popped in my head. That's a
Charles
friend of mine.
Broccoli.
He runs the unfortunately shortened down DTF, Designing the Fear. We all know what it really means.
Cool.
Anyway, sorry, that's a separate person. Max Brenner. Thank you. That's why it
Yeah.
sounded weird to me.
It's got like chocolate and shit there.
Yeah,
right?
the chocolate,
it's good.
chocolate by the bald man. So I love that place. Anyway, what's yours? Did you say yours?
Oh, I was having so much fun
Denny's
listening
or-
to yours that I didn't have time to think of my
Okay.
own. So I'll move on.
And just two questions because we want to keep this episode small and simple. So the next week's is a blowout. At Dust in the Wind. What's the worst trouble you got into in high school? Ever do a prank that didn't work out or anything
man.
like that? I'm not going for my obvious
It's
one.
like in school or
In high school. I would say it should be in school, not just during high school.
Okay. Then
That's lame.
then nothing.
Yeah,
I was a
I was-
ghost.
You never got in trouble in high school ever?
Nah.
No, I was a ghost.
I feel like a fucking scumbag
actually,
now. I was trying to pick which one I should talk about.
in
Jesus.
middle school, I got in trouble for skateboarding on school grounds, but that was it.
Yeah, but that's not fair.
In high school,
That's like
nothing.
That's like people made fun of me for being too attractive. You just said like a cool thing that you got in trouble for.
I know, right?
I got I only got detention once, and I think it was because
Well, you dressed
So
up
there
like
you
a
go.
terrorist at school.
You did
right?
dress up, but
That
you
was
didn't get
cool.
in any trouble
I didn't
for
get in
that.
trouble for
Oh
that.
wow,
You
nice.
dressed up as not just a terrorist, but weren't you
That was
specifically
before
a
Obama's
9/11
America.
terrorist?
No.
Oh, I thought you were.
Somebody was like, "Hey, I know somebody who died in 9/11." I'm
That's
like,
right.
Wasn't me.
And
Yeah,
you're
you were like,
and you're
that
like,
wasn't
so
me.
do I on my side.
I'm
Yeah, on
shaggy
my side,
terrorist.
I lost a couple people.
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
I was thinking. I mean, there's a couple obvious ones I'm not going to go for, but I was thinking of the one thing that fell through that didn't work out was when we were planning the senior prank, which was going to be so harmless. It was just a silly
Yeah, it
string
was.
war.
Yeah.
Like it was at an exact time during the day
Mm-hmm.
because all the clocks were synced up. Show up in this spot and we'll do a silly string war.
Harmless, not hurting
And-
anybody, not making a mess.
Somebody fucking let it slip, I guess. And I had the not the principal, but I guess the assistant principal, which that was like more like the troublemakers was the assistant principal,
Yeah, they were like the enforcer.
Yeah. Was it the assistant, or was he? I don't remember what the fuck
Assistant
he was.
dean.
Anyway,
fucking
whatever he was,
whatever,
whoever the fuck he was, I don't even know
Whatever, he's a
anymore.
waste of space.
You'd think I'd know because I got in trouble so much, but I don't. He came and pulled me out of class, first period, pulled me out of class, and he did one of these. He was like, Striffler, just pointed and told me to come.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I'm not a bitch. You can fucking ask me nicely. I didn't say that, but I should have. And I went out and he was like, so what's this I hear about a prank? And I'm just like, what's a prank? And he's just like, yeah, I heard all about it. I heard what you're doing. I heard when you're doing it. And let me tell you, if it happens, it's coming down on you. You're not walking to graduation. And I was like,
Wow.
part of me was like, do I still get my diploma though?
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
like-
I don't need to walk. I'd be a goddamn hero.
A martyr.
But I knew that my family
Your mother.
They're a little less on the side of do crazy shit than I am.
Your
I
mother
don't know
would be
where
like,
I got
you
it
can't
from.
walk at graduation.
My mom likes to claim I got it from her, but then then sometimes I don't know.
I don't know about that.
They would have all been fucking pissed. My grandparents wouldn't have understood. Why isn't he walking at graduation? So
He did what?
Didn't happen. And I had to literally go around and like inform everybody. This was after the Seniors 09 video aired too. It was an emotional morning.
Oh, jeez.
And I had to go around and tell everybody like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, because I get in trouble. Fuck you. And so it didn't happen.
Oh, I showed up late to school a bunch of times, so I got detention. Like when you're a senior and you could drive to school.
Yeah.
I used to just fucking come in late all the time because I
And
was
what
like,
happened?
fuck whatever. Well, here's the
No,
thing.
no. And what happened now? Or how are you impacted by that?
Oh,
now?
I'm fine.
So just a lesson to you high school kids: almost nothing you do fucking matters.
Yeah.
Show up late. Who just graduate, but who gives a shit?
Kickflip in the halls.
Otherwise, who cares?
I got when I had detention for that one time.
I got out of that, by the way.
Nice.
It was a great detention because I brought I Am Legend, the book, in.
Yeah.
I
Oh, I
Great
brought a
book?
book too. I read a
Yeah,
book.
I
It was
finished
actually
it.
great. It's kind of nice to have a time where you just have to be
Yeah.
forced to read.
And I was like, this book is fucking awesome.
So there you go.
And,
Get
yeah.
detention and then read. That's actually a really
Yeah.
cool character
Yeah.
trait.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
learn. You'll learn
The
more
kid-
in detention.
The kid doesn't want to go home. It's Matilda too. Kid doesn't want to go home because her parents are scumbags, but really wants to read, so she gets in trouble and gets detention. I say we write it.
There you go, Matilda 2.
And that's pretty much it.